Hostile UAV established overhead.
You've been saving your energy. This is the time to let it out, right? Launchers. Everybody's stuck on launchers, man. It's been like a good week and since I made that video, and it seems like a lot of people are still struggling. But look, I get it. It's tough. It's only gotten harder. I'm gonna tell you right now, though, the longer you wait to do this challenge, for those that haven't started launchers yet, the harder it is going to get. Y'all remember how hard Cold War was after people finished all their camos? Yeah, it was damn near impossible. But hey, we're gonna come up with we got another updated tutorial for the HE-1 launcher. Just talking about how to actually get this thing done, some updated methods that I came up with, and overall just best strategies to getting it done. So I'm just gonna kind of jump right into it. I'll throw some gameplay in the background so you guys can see it, because I actually had to go back. I went back in pubs just for you guys and suffered in multiplayer to get some more launcher destroys in public matches just to make this video. So that's how dedicated I am to helping you guys out with this thing. If you guys are new, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first, let's talk about the loadout. The loadout's pretty important. I didn't really cover it much in the last video because it seemed like it just wasn't really a hot topic, but I noticed a couple comments were asking me what the actual loadout was. This is pretty much the loadout I was using. You can swap out flak jacket for maybe like tac mask if you want, because people are spamming stuns like crazy. But ideally, if you're in the back of the spawn shooting down streaks, you really shouldn't have to worry about either of these perks. The main perk that matters the most is going to be vigilance and also engineer. Now, the reason why we use vigilance is because this will make you immune to counter UAVs and scramblers when they're called in, so your radar pretty much stays active at all times, even if a counter UAV is called in. We're using engineer. This is what highlights the streaks on the map, so that way you're able to actually see them, and it will also paint it on your mini map as well, so that way you have a general idea of where to look, and then when you look up in the sky, it will show as a red highlight as well. So that's why we're using engineer here. Obviously, you will need perk greed for this. The rest of the perks don't really matter too much, but I would say vigilance and engineer are the two most important perks. You probably want to have like an ammo cache thing here. I just have this on just because I was going for gameplay, so don't use sleeper agent. Just make sure that you have anything like assault pack on that will give you extra ammo. And now for the HE-1, as you guys are aware, there are some difficult challenges that need to get done. The first one being the gold challenge, which is 3 destructions in a single match. The following being 3 in a single match 10 times. The following being 5 destructions total in a single match. And dark matter being just 5 kills in a single match, which is pretty easy. Yeah, a lot of people are struggling on these challenges because they will take you some time. And it was also bugged when I made that first video because it was glitched out where you were able to get like some of these completed without actually completing it. It was weird. I don't really know how to explain it. But regardless, that method has been patched. Now let's talk about a couple of maps here. Some of the maps that you want to look for. At the time of making the video, we didn't have 10v10 Mosh Pit. You 100% want to be playing 10v10 Mosh Pit or Nuketown. Those are going to be your two best bets in terms of getting kill streaks, mainly because there's a lot of people that are calling in UAVs in these playlists. Now, in terms of maps, I want to point out there's a couple of maps that are going to be your best bet. Avoid Vorkuta at all costs. Avoid Derelict if possible. I particularly do not like it. Avoid Red Card. Avoid Vault. And you could do Lowtown. I've gotten some destroys on Lowtown, but I don't like the map, period. So I'm gonna let you guys decide there. But I've had the most luck on Nuketown, Skyline, Scud, Rewind, which surprisingly turned out to be really well. And Derelict seemed to be okay, but I just was not having enough luck on this map. So that's why I mentioned to probably just better off avoiding this map. But yeah, you want to focus on these maps. Now let's get into what you need to do to shooting this thing down. Now I'm gonna let two or three of these clips play out, and you guys could just watch it, no slowdowns, no nothing, so you can see what's going on. Then I'm gonna actually explain it.
Located hostile UAV.
Enemy UAV inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Enemy recon sighted. Located hostile UAV.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Now, let me first start off by saying that yes, the counter UAVs are much easier to shoot down than the UAVs. That's primarily because the counter UAV flies a lot slower. There's just no way around that, unfortunately. It is much harder to shoot down the UAVs. I will make that very clear. But the reason why I picked out those maps that I mentioned is because it's actually very easy to get underneath these streaks so you can get a little bit closer to them. And that's basically the strat that you need to do. You need to be under the streak as much as humanly possible. What I mean by that is basically, like, let's say the UAV is curving to the left on the enemy spawn. Chances of you shooting that down are virtually zero. So you're going to have to wait till it pulls around to your spawn. Now we're going to play this clip back because this one I actually have to pace my shot. Luckily, you know, you're not going to have as much time to pace your shots. Now watch where I'm angling this thing. You have to kind of predict where this thing is going. And you guys can tell I am at the back of my spawn and the UAV is directly under me. That's going to make it extremely easy for me to take this thing out. You know, lo and behold, I had to kind of do a little bit of finagling and readjustments to make sure that I'd land it. But for the most part, as soon as I was underneath that streak, I was able to predict exactly where it's going. You don't have to angle it too much. You pretty much just need to have the UAV disappear from your scope when you're directly underneath it, and then you are good to go. You can fire that rocket. It should be able to take it out fairly easy. So let me just explain that one more time. You need to be underneath the streak or at least somewhat close to it. You can't have the UAV on the other side of the enemy spawn and then you're trying to shoot it from your spawn. If you're able to shoot it from that far, then by God, you are the greatest player in the world. So you need to be underneath the streak, aim your scope, let the kill streak disappear from your scope when you're trying to angle it, and then fire it. That should almost guarantee that you are not going to miss. All right, just that's one thing I neglected to point out in my strat, and I was watching some of my footage back. It was that I was actually underneath those streaks. That's why it was working out so well. So I felt it was better if I explained that clearly, so that way there's no confusion. Please, 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 guys, ask me questions in the comments box. If you have any questions regarding this, if you're confused about something, if you need a further explanation, this will probably be the last tutorial I do on this for a while. The other alternative to this challenge is to just flat out don't do it, because to my knowledge, I believe you can actually skip the launchers now that we have 2 DLC weapons coming out this Thursday. So if you guys look at the camo challenges in the game, I'll actually switch to my screen here so you guys can see it. If you actually switch to the camo challenges in the game, you guys can see that there's like to unlock the dark matter challenge, you got to get dark spine on 33 weapons. Here you can see it right there. Hold on, this weapon's a little big, so I'm just going to try to move this out. If you look at the challenge, it says unlock dark spine on 33 weapons. Shit, my webcam's blocking it. Sorry about that, guys. It says dark spine on 33 weapons. Now, we have 2 launchers in the game, and we also have 2 brand new weapons coming out in season 1. So what that means is that you could probably just flat out skip the launchers. All right, if you don't want to deal with the headache, just skip the launchers, because I'm pretty sure you're able to do that come this Thursday. So if you just want to take a step back, grow some of your hairs back, you know, you guys probably got some receding hairlines doing these challenges, so that may be a better option. Just wait till Thursday and you can just flat out skip the launchers. But for those that still have that completionist aspect in them and you want to just get it done, this will certainly help you guys out. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for all the love and support. Let me know if you have any questions as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Primitive AK signing out. Peace out, fellas. Drop a like, sub, all that good stuff. Love you guys. Peace out.